Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ford Family Funds. I'm a mom of 3, a wife, and a teacher, and I'm here today to share with you my January mid-month update. I've been budgeting for 10 years and just recently started my YouTube channel where I'm sharing with you and the YouTube community that inspires me every day what it is that I'm doing to be on budget, to stay on track, to do what I can to save money in my day-to-day and my busy life. And then what I'm doing with the extra funds that I have, the extra dollars that I'm saving one budget at a time. So here we go. So as I enter my planner, I have here a few different colored pens that I've been using. And what I want to do today is start to track what I've spent so far for the month. So this is my overall categories from month to month that I'll fill in. I put these little tabs that I had, so these are them here, just so I can easily get to the different pages that I'm using more frequently. So for the month of January so far, I've been filling in with my no spend and spend days. So you can see that a little bit closer there. So I thought for, today I have these heart stickers, and I thought I would try out marking my no spend days with some of these hearts. So for the month of January so far, today is Monday the 18th. I have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, not counting today. So 8 days of no spend. So I do 1 through 118. So I have, I guess I'll do today 9 days of no spend because I'm not planning on going anywhere. I did my spending yesterday. I got gas. I went to Target and got a few things. So that way I get my Ibotta rewards. They haven't come in yet, and I'm a little nervous that they might not give me the rewards I was supposed to get. I'm not sure if you use Ibotta, but it's an app that you can get coupons and rewards from. So basically cashback rewards when you purchase certain items. And they had a, buy 18 things and get $10. So I was able to do that, but I was still waiting for my transaction from Target to clear. So I have my hearts here as I'm filling in. So looking at the 1st through the 18th, I think I did pretty well with my no spend and lower spending challenge. Most of what I shopped for was groceries and a couple personal items. I have this boo-boo on my thumb and it really hurts right now. So I had to wrap it in a couple Band-Aids. And so I have basically a really dry crack, and I'm having some dry skin issues under my eyes as well. So I did read that vitamin E oil is really good for that. So I did spend $10 on Amazon in order to get some vitamin E oil. It should be arriving today. So that was an unexpected personal expense. I went to Dunkin' Donuts a couple times. Last week I had a really long day for work. We had a bunch of professional development meetings and I just needed an extra boost, so I went and got a coffee. And then the next day I got another one when I was out doing some errands. It is what it is. I mean, it was budgeted in a way out of my personal spending money. Oh, I haven't done the 19th. Okay, so there are my 9 days of no spend. So I'm hoping for the rest of the month to only go to the grocery store one more time and hopefully maybe only needing gas one more time. I will be going back to work to teach in my classroom, so I will be driving some more towards the end of this month. All right, so that's that. And then moving to my savings, you can see an update from the last time. I did start a Yotta account. So on Tuesdays, I'm doing a $10 transfer automatically. And then with the stimulus checks that I got for me and my son, as well as my husband received his, we were able to put extra money into savings to help cover some of the sinking funds. So that is all marked here. I do have $230 in cash to deposit from spending that I didn't do. So therefore that money is going back into the account, but I haven't done that yet. So I actually transferred $230 because I decided to make an extra payment to my student loan, and then I will be replacing that as soon as I get to the bank. So that is marked here. All right, so then looking at my sinking funds updates, so far my January goals, which was saving $250 for February, I did achieve those goals with the stimulus money. And then my February goals, which was to save for April, rent insurance and our cats going to the vet for their annual appointments. So I also saved that money with the stimulus checks. And then for March, my goals in March is to save $915.50, which includes a little vacation with my mom, life insurance, and my Volkswagen insurance. So I have saved so far $350. So that was what my husband's stimulus money went to, some of it. And then I have $65.50 moved over so far. So I know I have a balance of $500 that I'm still saving for the Volkswagen insurance. So I'm a couple months ahead, and I'm hoping into February I'll be able to get that rest of that saved. So I'm keeping track here. I did a video where I set up these monthly goals. So I will link that in my description. And then I also have my overall sinking funds here. So I realized I didn't put the dates of when I saved this money. And as I just closed that, I realized I want to go back to this. So on the 4th is when I put this money in. So I need to mark that. And, oh wait, not the 4th on that one. Rent insurance. Okay, that's right. All right, so 1/4. So I had saved on the 4th some of my life insurance, rent insurance, and then $100 for my gifts funds. And then I also had done the cat's vet. So that is funded. But then I did the $400 on Thursday the 14th, and that money went towards my Lincoln trip, so that goes under vacation. So that was on, what day did I say? On the 14th. So 114 I did plus 200 for Lincoln. And then I did 150 as well, which went to another life insurance for my husband. Oh, that doesn't go there. See, this is why I have my whiteout. So on the 14th, I did this payment, February, so March, April, May. So this is for the May life. All right, so that's taken care of. And then I did move $15.50 on the 9th to go towards my insurance for the car. And then the $50 extra from my husband's stimulus is going towards the Volkswagen insurance. So that means I still owe myself $500 for my Volkswagen insurance. So I'm going to make note of that further down here. This is where I'm keeping track month to month. But I also have my current spread for the week of the 18th through the 24th. So I'm gonna do here, just kind of keeping track that I'm still working on $500 towards the Volkswagen. And again, this isn't a goal that I have until March, but the further I can get to my goals, you know, the closer, then I can work on the next goals, knowing that I have a big $10,000 sinking fund goal. So the more I can do now, the better I'll be. So $500, I'm going to say Volkswagen insurance, and I'm going to mark down March goal. All right, and then as I'm putting this, I'm also going to mark here that I have set another goal of another $250 to go towards my Navient, which will bring it down to a $3,000 balance. So that is there as a reminder. And then going back to my goals here. So there's nothing else for me to write down in this section. Except for, I guess, my Kohl's. I did spend $4.24, but I just want to check that number before I put it in. So I'm going to wait on that, but I did have some cash rewards for Kohl's, so I bought myself a Valentine's Day shirt, and after my discount and my Kohl's cash, it was only $4, so I'll be able to easily pay that off. All right. So this is where I'm kind of keeping track on a little post-it note what I'm paying extra to my Navient, and then I also have it somewhere else. I'm going to do an update about this in a future video once I hit my goal of another $250. All right, so this is the other page that I want to work on today, is looking at how much I have spent in each of my categories. So looking at my cats, I did have a Chewy order of $104.20 as a mid-month check-in. Groceries and household, I have Target at $20.05 and then $34.86. My goal is to only spend $300 on grocery and household instead of my $500. So then I would have an extra $200 to go to my student loan. Now, because I didn't have this purchase from Shaw's basically get paid for at the end of December, it didn't go on to my charge card until after the 1st. I do have that added into my January, but it's already been recorded in my December spending. So that's an extra $45 that I'll be paying towards this card. Amazon, $36.79. So I bought a ring light, which I'm using right now as I'm filming this video. So I invested in myself and getting a better lighting kit. So that is going under me for spending. I had a Shaw's purchase. And then I had my Dunkin' Donuts. So I did have cash for these, but I didn't have the cash with me. And so I've actually taken that cash that I would have spent at Dunkin' Donuts and I'm putting it back into my account. And then that's also going to Navient. That's where that extra $230 came from. So part of it is cash that I spent that then I'm now depositing. So instead, I'm going to put that under out to eat. And so I had 2 purchases. So the cats is already taken care of. I did have my hair appointment, which I do budget that separately when I'm looking at my my credit card. But then when I include it in my categories, I include it under myself, as well as my financial advisor is $150. So that I include under myself. And then for Hannaford, I had a couple other purchases for groceries. I did really well this weekend going there. My husband paid an extra $100 for something that he had sold, and he said he would help me out there. And then $10 was also miscellaneous for me, and put that under me. And then I'm depositing that cash as well. I did have an Apple iCloud purchase for storage. I had forgot about that's now coming out monthly. And then Target also was last night, and that was $12.36. And then I also got some gas. Okay. So that's kind of where I'm at in my categories so far. So just estimating, I have to get a calculator, and since I'm using my phone to record, I'm unable to count these numbers, but I can estimate just looking at this, you know, where I'm at and where I wanted to be. So if I go on to my next page, now this paycheck tracker I'm not actually using. I set this up and I do not like it. So instead, I redid this, and even now I know there's some changes I want to make to it. But I have here my checking expenses, fixed and variables. I did this in my last video where I listed you know, all of the different categories and how much they are. So rent, child support, a banking fee, life insurance, the internet, electricity, gas, Volkswagen, Navient, my student loan, my federal loan, daycare, Costco, CC household, CC sinking funds, miscellaneous, savings, and Yotta savings. And then I have 3 cash envelopes that I have in my wallet. So miscellaneous, out to eat, and then the tip for my hair. I did get my hair done, so I've spent $40. I also deposited that $20 back into my account, or I will be. So that $20 is spent. So I still have $40 in my wallet for out to eat. So if I want to get another coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, I have the money. Or next Saturday, I'm going to go visit my mom. And so most likely I'll get McDonald's for my son because he likes his chicken and fries. So that will come out of there. And then maybe I'll have another $20 left from the end of the month. That's my goal. But it's there if I need it. So I've started filling in some of these expenses based on what is spent. But the biggest thing is this here, is looking at my CC spending of $1,000. You know, where is that actually coming from? So Facet Wealth, the financial advisor, 150, actual is 150. The cats, I budgeted 106. I just changed my order. I thought it was 106, but it was $104.20. So that's better. Gas and tolls, I have budgeted of 64, and so far I've spent 34. So I have another $30. Grocery household, I have budgeted 500. And then just estimating here, I can see 20 and 35 is 55, and 12 is 67, and 63 and 67 is 130, and 87 would bring me to 217. So 217 so far for grocery and household. So thinking about the rest of the month, if I can keep our grocery household to $75, that would be great. We really don't need anything except for cream and milk. That seems to be the things that draw us to the store. And I think I need to do one more Ibotta reward to get an extra perk. You know, it's like $1, but still, it's like one of those things. I'm almost there. So I could probably get, you know, something that, you know, by the end of the month. So that's pretty good. So then going back to here, so in my mind, I know I have really $275, but $75 is my goal because I want to spend that other $200 on my Navient. I haven't spent anything on my son this month, so that's good. If he needs something, I'll get it for him, but he should be fine. I did go to my hairdresser and I got my shampoo, so that was good that I got my hair done and my shampoo for $151. So then my miscellaneous would be, let's see, $36.79 plus 6.6810. So roughly $48 so far in my own miscellaneous. And then out to eat would be my coffees, so about $8 there. And then sinking funds, I shouldn't have any spending in my sinking funds because I don't have anything planned for the month of January. So some of these things, again, are written down. Some of them are just in my mind as I'm thinking ahead and looking at what it is that I have happening in my personal budget. Now, I am tracking here in my planner, but then I also have a spreadsheet, and I've been using my spreadsheet for well over 10 years, and that is the system I use day to day. I look at my account, I update anything that has come through, I look at what's my remainder, my rollover, and then from there, you know, make some decisions. So like yesterday, decided to move $230 from Navient or from savings to pay for my student loan, knowing when I go to the bank, most likely on Thursday, I will deposit that cash that I have. And the cash is in my wallet if I was to go and travel by the bank before then. But I don't think I'll make it that way until Thursday because I'll drive by the bank when I go to my chiropractor. So I try to make things convenient for myself. So yesterday I did just spend a little bit of time and I listed my groceries, went through my receipts and looked at what did I buy at Shaw's. You know, so I used to do this on a blog. I thought it was a lot of fun. If you'd like me to go into more detail about all this, comment below and I will, you know, make more videos to show this. I do plan to do like a January grocery update. I've been doing some footage with photographs and some video to show what I've bought, but I could go into more detail in that video if you'd like me to. So overall, I had spent $87, but I had saved $54. And then I even got another $4.45 back on my Ibotta. I will include my link for Ibotta if you'd like to sign up. It's a really great reward, but it does take a little bit of learning of what it is they offer, making sure what you're buying counts. So every time I use Ibotta at the store, I check my code for the product because sometimes the ones I buy have not been the right product. So that's something I've learned from the Ibotta app, from their system. So Hannaford, I did the same thing. I saved, on this case, $13.23. I got a really good deal on dry cat food. That is something I buy separately as needed in like Target or the grocery store. I had a $10 reward from Hannaford plus my rewards and a coupon. So I only spent $1.26 on dry cat food. I was really, really happy. And then Hannaford, I also spent another $62. I'd saved $8.50, and then with Ibotta, I ended up getting around $11 back in rewards. So that's really good. So you can think of it like I only spent around $50 at the grocery store. And then for Target, I had done a few different runs this month so far. I went to Target last night in order to get some Ibotta things. Got mostly snacks for my son, thinking ahead of things that he will need. And then I had done a home delivery order from Target where I got a couple things on my list, a foam roller and some lotion and a bin for the bathroom. And then the next day I needed milk, so I went into Target and I got some cold items that were available there. All right. So I think that concludes my update for my planner. But the other thing I wanted to show you is I do have some envelopes. So I did set up some cash envelopes here. So I'm trying that out. I do like using my credit card for the rewards and the simplicity. But I do have some cash and I wanted to create a better system for keeping track of some of those cash items. So my first envelope I have stickered with home, and I currently have $200 in here. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. So when my husband got his stimulus money, we decided to keep $200 out of that money so we could get our rugs cleaned. We have lived where we are now for 7 years. I've cleaned our rugs with my handheld steamer, vacuum cleaner, but we've never gotten them professionally cleaned. And it's time. It's very much time. So we have someone coming next week, and so I'll be able to pay them with cash. And then what's left over, I plan to go to Home Depot and buy some wood and spray paint so I can hang some hooks in our front foyer area. We actually don't have a closet. It was removed to build a bedroom for my stepson a few years ago now. And so we always have trouble with our coats. We hang them up upstairs in our bedrooms, but then in the winter time, obviously we are using our coats more frequently and really would need some hooks. And the wall that we have, it doesn't have the drywall and not the drywall, but the planks of boards underneath the drywall behind it in the right spots. And so it's really hard to hang the hooks that we tried to hang. So anyways, I'm going to be doing that as a project. So I have my home is $200. So I'm just going to put these slips of paper in there, and I'm going to put the rug cleaning, which they had said it would be $125 plus some tip, and then 10% off for mentioning the ad I saw online. So we'll see how much that really comes to. I'm thinking maybe around $150 overall. And then thinking about the Home Depot project for hanging the hooks. All right, so that might be around $50, and then whatever's left over, I'll figure out if I want to deposit that or move it over into February's money. So that's what I have to figure out. Now I do have here another envelope for child support. So this is for my stepson. We do pay child support of $400. So that is in that envelope as cash. Sometimes we have cash, sometimes we don't. And then I have here an envelope for daycare. So that is money, again, that we pay in cash. Sometimes we have it ahead of time. Sometimes we take it out as we go. In this case, I have money already aside. And then this envelope is not marked in my planner, but I have $300 in here for a scratch that is on my car. My stepson, he accidentally pulled out of the driveway and scratched my car. So I haven't had that assessed yet, but he gave me some cash for that, and it's in this envelope ready to go once I decide to get it looked at. I meant to have it looked at last time I was at the auto mechanic, you know, at Volkswagen to have my inspection, and I just spaced it and haven't had them look at it yet. All right, so that concludes this video. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye.